All right. Thank you, Heavenly Father. We praise you. We honor you. We bow before you. We accept the gift of grace, undeserved favor. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hello, everybody. What are we doing? We're talking about the dispensations. These are the things that I don't really study that much because I know what it means. I know it in my heart. I don't know it by how to explain it. We've been here over and over again. There's been different ages. We've done this in this age. We do this in this age. I've been through most of the dispensations, and when you're in a dispensation, you're supposed to be learning something. You're supposed to be taking your judgment and coming out the other side and then coming back and going, oh crap, I'm back here. Okay. And if you've been good and God loves you, he starts talking to you about 4, 5, 6 years old, when you can start delineating yourself from others. And then next thing you know, you're 12 and you're 18 and you're 25 and he's talking to you more and more. And if he's not talking to you and you're just walking through the earth like some beast, you must have really screwed up. He put a dumb spirit on you. Anyhow, let's finish this. The difference between a dispensation and a covenant. The covenant that God made with my people, Israel, my people. Are you a Jew? Am I a Jew? Am I Jewish? Am I Jewish? Come on, sir. Everything has to have a label, right? And the chosen people. The chosen people. Oh boy. Covenant. Covenant cannot be broken. But God doesn't lie. That's why when he says it is finished, Tony Williams, you dumb. Oh, dumbfounded, man. It's finished. It's done. People. He can't lie. When he says, if you believe on me, you'll have everlasting life. That's what he means. A covenant is an eternal agreement. He can't leave me behind. Have I taken advantage of that? Have I? Yeah. When you know you can't be left behind, you tend to do things that you probably wouldn't do if you're thinking, man, I better stay on my P's and Q's. It's eternal. I'm not going anywhere. He already promised me, and I believe a covenant is an eternal agreement made by God with humanity, revealing what God will do for people individually or collectively. God made covenants with the human race throughout history that specifically relate to one of the 7 dispensations. 7 dispensations. I thought there was only 5. Each covenant reveals principles in embryonic form by which God will relate to humanity. Embryonic. Embryo. It hasn't been born yet. It hasn't been born yet. But you can see it coming. The woman is in travail right now. The baby The baby of prophecy is going to be born. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here racking myself over the head for God. The baby is going to be, the baby of prophecy. Baby of prophecy is getting ready to be birthed. It's coming. This shit's coming down, people. It's coming down the tube. It's entering the matrix. I'm here. I'm here. Hello. Yoo-hoo. People can't believe that. It's about what you see. What do you see? Do you see me? Where? Where am I? Where am I? I'm right here. I am prophecy in your face. The prophet's coming at the end to tell you, I know it's coming. 7 dispensations. 7, really. Each covenant reveals principles of the embryonic form. It's in the embryo. It's being birthed. It's travailing to be birthed. Rachel died giving birth to prophecy. She's travailing. Benjamin's here. I hope you like jamming. I hope you like jamming. To think that jamming was a thing of the past. We're jamming. Oh, man can choose to reject the covenant or principles of God and will to some extent in every dispensation. Not everyone gets everything. Otherwise, I would be able to tell you everything. I didn't get everything. I got what I got. And what I got is a lot. It's a solid, firm foundation is what I got. It's a firm foundation, people. I'm on the porch of Solomon. Might be a dummy, but I'm their dummy. When he violates the covenant, man suffers the consequences in the form of a judgment, bringing that dispensation to an abrupt end. So, does it have to do with time frames of everyone? No, that's your problem. That's your end. That's the end of your age. When I was in my 3rd dispensation, Bob Marley talks about this. No wonder I didn't fully understand what he meant by naughty dreadlock. And I went up the 1st street, naughty dreadlock. Then I met some Rasta on 2nd Street, naughty dread. Then I trod up to 3rd Street, naughty dread. Then I walked on to 4th Street. And he goes all the way to 7th Street. 7 dispensations. I'll put it together for you. It's going to take time. I mean, I don't know everything. 7. I'll put it in the description box. Naughty dread. Dreadlock bingy bongo eye. Come on now. 7 dispensations. Well, now I know. Naughty dread. When he violates the covenant, while all Christians recognize at least 2 dispensations, law and grace, the notes in this Bible outline 7 major dispensations and their covenants. Some include the Palestinian covenant in the list, but other theologians recognize that as a land covenant, which was temporary rather than involving eternal consequences. So I guess one of these days we're going to have to go into the 7. Should we go into the 7 dispensations? We all know law and grace. That's what we're all fighting about right now. The dispensation of the law is long past. Some people are stuck. They haven't evolved. They're not vibrating high enough to understand grace. Let me see what I got. 9 minutes. Cool. Good. That was a mouthful. You want to go into apostle? Let's find out what an apostle is. How's that sound? What's an apostle or a prophet? Someone who's commissioned. We're on the job. We're employed in this profession. Profession. What does it mean to profess? You're speaking. The word apostle identifies someone commissioned with authority by Jesus Christ. In the New Testament, this applies in a technical sense to certain men who played a prominent role in establishing the church. They had been eyewitnesses to the resurrection. Apostles were recipients of revelation and possessed the sign gifts, also called the signs of an apostle. The apostles gave us the epistles illustration. In the case of Paul, it appears that he was endowed with spiritual gifts which he exercised, and he fulfilled the requirements for being an apostle. Because the New Testament is complete and there are none who presently meet the biblical qualifications of the apostle, this office is unfilled in the contemporary church. Bullshit. Bullshit. That's not true. You know why? Because the church is still a mess. The church isn't a mess. The church doesn't need apostles. Really? Is that what they're saying? Huh. If we have churches like GMS and IUIC forming right now, it just formed within the last 100 years, 80, 60, I don't know, not very long. If we have new churches forming, it's just like when we're in Acts. That's why in Acts we got to realize it's still happening. It's still the same. There's people out here working for the Gentiles. I'm working for the Gentiles. I'm working for the Gentiles to understand this is bullshit. That's not true. It may not be their definition of apostle, but anyone that's commissioned with authority from Jesus Christ. Do you think there's no one here commissioned from the authority of Jesus Christ to safeguard the churches? That's what I'm doing. That's what a lot of men are trying to do right now. And then we're getting a lot of pushback. It's just like the book of Acts. It's the same shit. The AI's coming against us. They have fucking bots out here just taking up all the internet space, just filling it with nonsense. Come on. Are we that? I mean, some things I guess I need to explain it. Do I need to explain that? I mean, I don't know when this book was written, but why? Okay, Christ is our cornerstone. Now, therefore, this is the same page. Sorry. Holy cow. And now, therefore, verse 19, Ephesians 2. Now, therefore, ye are no more strangers and foreigners, but fellow citizens with the saints and of the household of God. Who's he talking to? He's talking to the church. He's talking to the church. Who's the saints? The fallen angels, the Nephilim, or whatever you call us. We're the sons of God. Israel. I don't know what the verbiage. I just know what it is. Some of us are different than the rest. That's why it says, now therefore you are no more strangers. You're not a stranger to me anymore. You're my brother. You love me. You follow Benjamin. You're good. I hope you like jamming. I hope you like jamming. Oh, God. but fellow citizens with the saints and of the household, my family. Do you understand? That's what these people like Tony don't understand. It's about us. It's about Israel. And are built upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets, Jesus Christ himself being the chief cornerstone. And built upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets. There's no time in Jesus' realm, people. There's no such thing as time. I'm always this. I'm always this. Whatever you call it, commissioned by God. That's what they say. Authority. By authority of Jesus Christ. Hello? 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 I ride on that authority. Completely. Otherwise, I wouldn't do this. I would bug out. I would go back in the world and just be a total mess. And just wait to take my punishment and then be in the kingdom wherever I'm put. But that's not my goal. My goal is to bring a bunch of you people in. And I will. Just because we have 230 subscribers, just wait till we go in and you're going to go, motherfucker, what? What? Word of truth. What? You're going to say, what? That's right, word of truth. In whom all the building fitly framed together grows unto a holy temple in the Lord. Grows. Did it stop growing? Is it not growing? There's no growth. Nope. Everything's dead. No, it's not. It's growing at a fucking phenomenal rate right now. Prophecy is growing at a phenomenal rate right now. Phenomenal. Why would I open to the same page that I was at yesterday? Random. You saw me. I said, where's my Bible? I picked it up. I didn't have it. Where is my mark? My mark is over here in Corinthians. Joy and tribulation. Remember? We were over there, joy and tribulation. Let's get that since we're over here. Having therefore these promises, dearly beloved, let us cleanse ourselves from all filthiness in the flesh and spirit, perfecting holiness in the fear of God. Receive us. We have wronged no man. We have corrupted no man. We have defrauded no man. That's where my mark, my string was at. You've seen it over and over again. Let me see what I got. 18. Okay. So this brings up the other issue. Whom, Ephesians 2:21, Christ is our cornerstone. So if he's the cornerstone and we're building this temple, is the temple done? Not till we all get to the kingdom. We are the stones. How could it be done if I'm not there? How could it be done if you're not there? You're one of the stones. Woo! I was wondering why my face felt sunburned. I'm fucking rubbing my face off. Fucking, Fucking scratching my own face off. In whom you also are builded together for an habitation of God through the Spirit. Verse 22, in whom you also are builded, being built. How can the apostles be done if we're still building? Someone has to be in charge. Someone has to be... Come on, man. This is why we... You see, some of us are smarter than the people that are trying to teach you. They're trying to teach you that. That doesn't work. And there, you know what? Well, I'm not going to go there. In whom you also are being built together. We're better together. It's the only way. Benjamin knows that. The Gentiles, the temple isn't going to be built without the Gentiles. We need every stone. We need every believing stone. And I don't know if some are going to do this, that. I don't give a fuck about when everyone just goes to be a stone. Just go be a stone, please. You're saved. You're going to be in the temple. Get your brain, get your belief system right. Get your heart right. It's the same thing, lob. In the Hebrew, lob, mind, heart. Same thing. Where you put your heart is where your treasures will be. You got to get the right belief system. If you believe in works-based salvation, you are going to lose big time. Big L. This is the age of grace, people. Habitation. I was studying last night, and a guy was speaking about the angels who left their first habitation. I'll come back. We'll talk about that. What is it, 23? Habitation. I'll come back. I finally figured out, this person helped me understand, how did the angels become men? How did we become men? How did I go from that to this? How? It's the word habitation is the problem. And that's the same word right here. In whom you also are builded together for a habitation. We're going to be changed. We're going to metamorphosize. We're going to go back to our glorified body. Put this in your fucking Rolodex. Habitation. Metamorphosizing from one thing to another. We can't be in the heavenlies unless we change into our glorified selves. The glorified stones. The precious stones. Anyway, I want to get this down here. It's talking about dispensation of grace. And this is correct. The dispensation of the grace of God means the provision consisting of God's grace. What's the provision consisting of grace? Undeserved favor. It's a provision. It's been given. It's been told. It's done. It's finished. Oh boy. This refers to the divine ability given Paul, which enabled him to successfully execute his apostolic ministry to the Gentiles. Why am I fighting? Why am I fighting? Why am I fighting? Because I'm a Benjamite for one, but I want us to win. I want to get the hell out of here. We have these... I'll be back. We have these people that are trying to slow us down, and it's pissing me off. I love you guys. Peace and grace. Subscribe if you wandered on the channel. I'm here every day. It's using up so much energy to do this job, profess the kingdom of Jesus Christ. Tell your friends. He's real.